BRRR.
Okay, so you want to keep?
Yes.
Okay.
If I can keep, good. But if I have more than one, I can sell one, keep one.
Okay. We would have then taken that property from a dead property to a livable property. So which means we may have taken that property from being a £90,000 property to now being 150 or maybe £180,000 property. In the UK, with the new value of £180,000, you can go and remortgage the property and the bank will lend you 75% of that amount. Okay? 75% of that amount would be how much? £135,000. So we take the first loan, which is the 35,000 minus the 90,000. That leaves us with 45,000 pounds. Out of that 45,000 pounds, he also owes you as the investor 40,000 pounds. Okay, he owes you as the investor 40,000 pounds. So we minus that amount, he's left with 5,000 pounds. Suppose that 5,000 pounds also was the interest you charge him for lending him the money. Okay, then you minus that 5,000 pounds. Then he has money.
Can he begin to buy properties now and sell properties? Because my understanding of this business is that what he explained to me is that he gets a property, maybe with your guidance, gets a property that he feels can be renovated, goes there, renovates it, and resells it. Is that correct?
Right. Good question. So we have, I can't remember if you said you wanted to do flip or holding the property. Which one?
No, BRRR.
Okay, so you want to keep?
Yes.
Okay.
If I can keep, good. But if I have more than one, I can sell one, keep one.
Okay.
But if I don't have more than one, I think I'll have to keep the one.
Okay. So I'll explain that to you then, you see. So what would happen basically, right? Imagine having, you're from Nigeria, right?
Yeah, I'm from Nigeria.
Fantastic. Okay, I'll give an example. Suppose you are in import hawker, right? We have an oil company in that mine the crude oil, right? So what we do, we mine the crude oil, meaning we look for dead, dilapidated houses, right? So once we've got those dead, dilapidated houses, we tend to buy them below market. If they're going on the market for 100,000, maybe we buy it for 90,000, 85,000, somewhere about that. So at that condition. So what we then do, we take that property, we renovate it, right? By taking it from being a dead, dilapidated house in inhabitable to a habitable, sellable condition. During that process, we try to modernize the property, add an extra bedroom, maybe change the use completely, perhaps convert it into flat, right? So if we're not doing all that, but the idea of that is to take it to a advanced, modern, livable condition. New kitchen, new bathroom, do the garden, upgrade the electrics, upgrade the plumbing, upgrade everything in the property. In some cases, even the roof, right? We bring it to that standard. So doing that then, we are technically increasing the value as we go along as well. We're forcing the value because it would cost us money to do that. So once we've done that, we're happy with that. During that process then, I'll sit with him, help him buy the property, recommend builders to him, suppliers that will supply him the materials. I work with him. I recommend my builders. He also got options to use his builders, right? So I'll help him raise the finance as the deposit to buy the property. Now we're talking about investor money. That's what we're doing now. I also guide him on what we're doing right now, basically, right? So he get those funds and then we buy the property. Then we do all that works. And then once we've done all the works, we would have then take that property from a dead property to a livable property. So which means we may have taken that property from being a £90,000 property to now being 150 or maybe £180,000 property. So at that point then, we can then go and remortgage the property or sell it. Let me talk to you about the remortgage first, okay? So what we're then going to do at that point, we're going to remortgage the property at £180,000, for example, right? We'll go to a different lender and say, look, we've done the property, it looks nice, it looks amazing. We believe this property now worth 180,000 after we spend about 30, 40 or 50,000 pounds doing it up nicely. Then what the lender will do at that point, they'll be like, okay, fine then. We're going to go and revalue the property to see it's really worth 180,000 pounds, right? If it worth 180,000 pounds then, At that point, then they'll be like, okay, fine, we believe the property worth 180,000, or we believe the property worth 190,000, okay, or 170,000, okay. So when that happened, what the bank will do at that point, they will do this. Bear with me. I'm just trying to share my screen with you here. Yes, I hope you can see it because you are on a tablet.
I can see you clearly.
No, I'm talking about what I'm going to share with you in a minute.
Oh, sorry for interrupting this video. I just wanted to draw your attention to a guide I've just created. This guide is for you if you're looking to start and scale in property investment and you've got questions that you want to ask in order to start your property investment. This guide is the ultimate guide to start and scale in property investment journey. I talk about the different type of investment strategies. I also discuss the 11 ways you can raise finance to make any property no money down deals, and the type of properties to buy in order to generate a serious return in your investment. And I'm giving this book away for completely free of charge, no string attached, nothing, absolutely free. Click the link on the description of this video to get your free guide now. We've only got a limited number of these copies available as well, so click the link to get your guide now. Let's get back to our video.
In the UK, with the new value of £180,000, you can go and remortgage the property and the bank will lend you 75% of that amount, okay? 75% of that amount would be how much? £135,000, okay? So what would happen at this point? This then becomes Reynard's new loan. This then becomes the mortgage, okay? So with this amount then, this amount is what the solicitor will hold in their account for Reynard. So what they will do at that point, they will look at the loans Reynard have. They will know Reynard have loans to buy this £90,000 property, assuming it was £90,000. They will also look, Reynard also have an investor that has invested with him. So what they will do at that point then, they will then ask Reynard to give details of their investors, if it's done officially, this is, right, through solicitors. The solicitors then will do, the first thing they will do is to pay the £90,000, yes, that Reynard borrowed initially, right? So once they take that £90,000 of that amount, the next thing now they're going to do, they're going to look, okay, does he have an overloan? In this case, let's assume it was your loan. So that what they would also do then at that point, they will then minus that 40,000 from that amount, okay? Am I making sense here, right? So what would happen then, that money then will be deducted, right? That then leaves him with £95,000, right? Out of that £95,000 also, he would have to pay you back your £40,000, right? He will have to pay your £40,000, but it's going to be minus. Give me a second. My figures are messing about here. Give me a second. Okay. So we take the first loan, which is the 35,000 minus the 90,000. That leaves us with £45,000. Out of that £45,000, he also owes you as the investor £40,000. Okay. He owes you as the investor £40,000. So we minus that amount. He's left with £5,000. Suppose that £5,000 also was the interest you charge him for lending him the money. Okay? Then you minus that £5,000, then he has nothing, right? So as an investor, if you're investing in a deal, what you want to be looking at here is if this deal is done, is Reynard able to pay me my money back? That is your first paramount question, right? Is he able to pay the lenders and pay me back? In this example then, the answer would be yes, because his mortgage is more than the amount he borrowed. Plus £5,000, which could be the interest he pays you. So when the lenders are borrowing Reynard a mortgage or a loan, that's exactly what they also look. Is this property going to go up in value so he can pay me back? If the answer is yes, they lend him the money on that basis. So that's what happens. Suppose then he's flipping the property, he's selling the property. If he sells the property then for £180,000, same thing, he can pay you and pay the mortgage broker, and pay the lenders and pay any outstanding loan, he still will be able to pay you. So these are the exit strategies. Either he remortgage the property and keep it, or sell it for profit, which then also allows you to pay the money back. So the agreement we normally have with our investors is that, look, I'm going to buy the property if it's want to do a flip, I put it on the market for us to sell. If we don't sell it within 3 months, I will buy it by remortgaging it at the value and pay you back your money. Okay, so these are the two options you may have if you want to know then how he would pay you back. I hope that helps.